we are on the road again, guys, and we're gonna head on back south. Like I said, family time this weekend, Christmas, all that good stuff. Looks like as far as the weather goes, nothing really to say much about until this coming weekend. This New Year's weekend might be a little something. But everything's kind of staying on the west side of the Sierras here, so it's not really helping us out too much. Right now I'm driving down through Big Pine area, and we're getting a little bit of rain down through here, but it's just nothing much. Just moisture is all it really is, not any kind of substantial amount of coverage on the rain. So looking forward to getting back out to the ranch. Hopefully on that side of the mountain, maybe we'll get a little moisture over there and we'll be able to play around in the dirt a little bit. Maybe we'll break out the bikes and break out some rifles, and have a bonfire and just do some fun stuff. So stick around, let's see how it goes. Maybe I spoke too soon. We'll take it. Getting ready to pop over Walker Pass here, guys. Looks a little dark up here. Let's see if we get into some rain. Doesn't look like it's raining, but it's definitely cloudy. What are you doing? Hmm?
Like the time cards, you can download all of them.
Yeah.
And save them.
Because a lot of this stuff you probably printed on your own, right?
I did.
Yeah, see, yeah.
What?
If I were you, honestly, yeah, I would just keep.
Hey guys, good morning everyone. It is Saturday. Christmas Eve is tomorrow. So we are gonna head on out to the ranch today, and we've got a lot of rain here in Bakersfield. It just didn't get it up there in Mammoth. Moisture wise, it was really a lot less compared to what we got on this side of the Sierras. So we're gonna make our way out to the ranch, Sadie, Bud, and I, and see how wet it really is out there. And if it's not too bad, definitely gonna get out the skid steer and play around and build some more. So that's kind of something I like to do for fun. And you got to take advantage of this when it's wet like this. If it's not too wet, it's going to be the perfect opportunity to shape up some things and make some cool stuff out there. So that's what we're going to head out there and do. So let's see how it goes. Look at the sun. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but I mean, it's the clouds are giving it a tint where you can look right at it pretty much. See if it gives us a shot here. There you go. Wow, that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's not too bad. You can pretty much stare right at it. Well, it's definitely a little muddy coming in. Probably should have just waited, but I made it all the way up to the turnout right here without too much of an issue. And I was worried about this whole stretch right here, but right there coming around that turn, that was real sloppy. Had to actually get a running start to make it up to here, but I was already up that far. So and I knew this up here is pretty good because it's got a lot of gravel in it. That's all clay, that whole road coming up. So it got a little muddy, but that's all right. I was hoping it wouldn't be quite this muddy. You just never know. You know, it's a couple hours might be just fine. Let the sun get on it for a bit, and maybe we can do something here with some of the equipment. We'll see how it goes. But we made it, and probably maybe won't be building jumps or anything because it's just I think it's gonna be just too wet down there. I think this stuff down here is gonna be soggy. No standing water to speak of. I think once the sun hits it for a bit, it'll be just fine. So just gonna have to hang out and kill some time. Sadie and Bud, they're gonna smell everything with the fresh rain that we just had. Got to get their smell on. They love smelling. They like to smell the roses. So this area back here is my catch-all junkyard area. Call it the old redneck junkyard here. But what we're gonna do here is we're gonna relocate the C-train and that trailer over there. And I have this roof structure I'll show you in a minute. But I think I'm gonna move all these trucks, okay? And move all that over to here, and I'm gonna situate that C-train and that trailer in a manner where I can get that roof cover that I was telling you. I'm going to show you here in a minute, that cover, and make a little oaky workstation back here. You know, just kind of a secondary little spot where you can get in and out of the rain, or, you know, work on something. And my shop's still going to go up there where the tractor's parked up on top. And then obviously the off-grid homes over there. But over here, it's kind of out of sight and it's not in direct view, so it doesn't have to look as pretty. But my whole thing here is I got to clean this whole pad right here. This pad, we're going to clean it all off, okay? And then I'm going to put in the infrastructure sewer system first. Eventually, I mean, we have power, everything right here. So, and we got, you know, power, water, everything's out here. But this is going to be maybe 10 or 20, depending on how many I could fit, RV slots. So we're going to have the RV parking right here. Make it where these RVs, they can back right up to the edge here and kind of oversee what's going on down here. And because the motocross track, a couple of motocross tracks that we're going to eventually do, if everything works out, is going to be all throughout here. So you could actually sit up here if your kids are riding. You can kind of watch them, you know, ride, do their thing. And we'll probably put like a little kids track right in this area here, a little small kiddie track, and then big boy track over there, maybe a big outdoor type track. And should be a real fun recreational place just outside of Bakersfield, not too far from town, that people can enjoy coming out. In the beginning, it's just going to be like private, but eventually, who knows, maybe we do make it public. I've had a motocross track before. We've ran one before. I had a lot of fun with it. Lori didn't really care for it too much. This would be run a little differently than that track because it's our place. We leased the other one, and it was just and we learned a lot when we had that one, so now we would apply that knowledge to what we're doing nowadays. But as you can see, you know, I'm gonna get all this stuff moved. This whole lot will be clear. Basically, I'll consolidate all this stuff back over there and make my little redneck shanty out of the trailer. And then here's that roof that I was telling you about. It's a big giant roof that was actually, it was on 2 C trains when we bought this place, and the guy that we got the place from, unfortunately, he sold those C trains to somebody else, like right before we closed escrow on it. I just love to go explore. So we're gonna head on up top and see what things look like up here. Not too bad. Not too bad. Dog's paradise out here. They just love it. And they'll run themselves rampant if I let them. And I gotta let them get a little run in, and then we'll go back up and rest, because they'll just run themselves to death. Sadie, a couple times when we get home, like, she doesn't even wanna, the next day she don't even want to get up off the couch, because they don't stop going. They just can't stop. There's a bunch of dove right there. Look at that. That's all dove. Look at all those. We got a dove haven over here. I gotta do do something with that big giant water tank right there. Thought about cutting it up. I think at the least I'm gonna stand it up and set it somewhere like on level ground. So maybe don't really have anything else we can do out here. Maybe we'll go do that. Let's go do that first. 290 fired up, let her warm up a bit. Oh. Let the glow plug kick. I think the battery's getting weak on this thing. That's why it beeps like that. Because it stops after it runs for a minute, just like that. See, it stopped. Okay. So I need to go up on top and grab a chain, I think. It's got a couple eyelets on it. That's gonna be tricky getting up there by myself. I have to figure that one out. I wasn't thinking about that part of it. It's pretty high up off the ground. That's at least over 10 feet. I think I'll bring it over here and just put it with this stuff. There's Sadie. She just run herself rampant. What about you, bud? Let's go get you guys some water. Gonna get some water? Come on. That Cummins engine just purring. She purred like a kitten. Got pretty lucky with that machine there. Paid a real fair price for it. And we did a little bit of work to the bucket. Don't use these things very often, but they sure are fun out here at the ranch. Just have them. Pretty much do anything you want to do with something like that. I can pick anything up, doesn't matter how big it is. I can lift it right up off the ground. Thing lift 10,000 pounds like nothing. Ado, you want some water? All right, some water for you. Oh yeah, here she comes. You definitely want some water, huh? Okay. There's Bud's. Here, see, I got yours right here. There's your water right there. Go ahead. Got to keep them hydrated when they're out here playing hard. I got my Weber smoker here. One of these trips out here, we'll bring some out here and we'll smoke it. Once I still haven't got this camp all set up yet. I'm still not undecided since we haven't built a shop up there just yet. I've been contemplating on moving the trailer up to higher ground, just for temporarily, and still might do that. That way we have, I like it up there, and maybe more of a view, you know, and I got a nice big flat area up there, so why not, you know? So I'm gonna grab my handy dandy chain here off the forklift. Always gotta have a couple good chains around at the ranch. They just come in handy for so many different things. What do you think, Sadie? What do you guys think? Okay, I got my chain loaded. So I'm gonna go down here and see if we can't move that tank. fix these two spots in the road too while the dirt's good. I mean, you don't really get a chance to work this dirt very often when it's like this. It's a little bit too wet, but we'll I might give it a try anyways. I have a feeling it's gonna dry out fairly quickly. The sun's out, and it doesn't take long for this stuff to dry out. It really doesn't. But first on the list is we're gonna chain up this tank here and see if we can't relocate it. I think I have an idea too. The eyelets are up towards the top, but I think I can just possibly just roll the tank a little bit and get the eyelets down where I can reach them from the ground. And then it should be pretty simple after that. Just chain her up and swing around with it and move it. I think I'm gonna put it up there by the feeder on some level ground. And I need to walk down here and pick up these two 55-gallon drums too. It is a little slick here. I gotta be careful on this grass. This thing could take off on me. And I definitely don't want that. Bud knows what we're doing. We're moving that tank, huh, Bud? You smelling something? All right. So you can see the eyelets right there. I need to get those down low where I can reach them. So I'm just gonna try to roll it here. And it's kind of tough because I don't have anything to hold my phone. I wanna film it. Let's see if it'll roll here, guys. Nope, not that much. Okay, well, that might work. Oh wow, there's an owl in there. I hope I didn't just mess up your nest. I probably did. Well, I didn't realize there was an owl living in it, so hopefully I'll stand it back up how it goes and he can come back and resituate his home. Thing has a big top on it right here, or a big hole open right there, and that owl come flying out of that. So anyhow, we're gonna stand this thing up and move it over here by the feeder. Okay, so here it is. I got eyelets on either side actually, but I want to grab it from the top so I can stand it up and set it how it should properly sit. So I'm gonna see if this chain will reach. I think it's going to. That hook right there is too big to go through that one, so we're gonna have to just do with the one hook and see how that does. Keep the dogs out of the way in case stuff gets crazy. Let's go up with it a little. Nice and easy. Get some tension on it. I don't think it's really all that heavy. I mean, for a machine like this, it's not that heavy. See if we can, I might be best just to go ahead and drag it. I think so. Don't take off on me. There we go. Yeah, that worked out pretty good. I can just get it up off the ground a bit, and I think we're good. Let's get her on up here. Oh yeah, no problem. Walk it right back up the hill here. So we're gonna go right over there with it. It's pretty beat up. Would that auto decel kick back in? I'm gonna give it some throttle. steep right here at the top. But a little slick too, but not too bad. Whoa, girl. Easy there. It's nice and easy. Pretty much in our same tracks that we came down here in, so it ain't too bad. Yeah, I think the sun's drying things out pretty fast. Doesn't take long at all. We'll get down here and we'll be able to kind of mess around with the skid steer and make some shape up some stuff here. See if we're on my tracks. Yeah, we're still on my tracks here. So we're gonna get on up there. Okay, we pretty much got to where I want to be with it. Sadie, get out of there. Get back. Almost get her off the ground here. There we go. I got it off the ground. So now I can just carefully swing it. Watch out, guys. Move. Move. Swingy, swingy. That'll work right about there. What are you doing, bud? Okay, so we were able to move some dirt around. This is that spot. It was really slick this morning coming up. It's still fairly slick right now, but had a bunch of a bunch of broken up concrete that I smoothed out right there. I should have caught more of it on camera. I just kind of got in a hurry with it. And so what I was able to do was widen this out about another 10 foot or so wide, which will give me much more room to turn around basically, or turn and go back up the hill right here, because there's the house up there. And this turnaround here was about this narrow. So now once I'm gonna get the skid steer down here, smooth all this up, and I'll have a nice wide area. Oh, Sadie's full of piss and vinegar. She's happy I'm off the machine. So I did this one here, and then I did down here. I made another entrance down here that I've been wanting to do. So hey, we got to play a little bit in the dirt today. It's a little bit too muddy to do anything, but we still did something anyways, because it's a rare opportunity when it's not just dusty out here and you don't really have to add any water. And I'm going to touch that up with the skid steer, and I'll show you guys what it looks like when it's all said and done. Should be a lot wider. A nice wide turnaround right there for a truck and a trailer coming around. There's lots of cottontails out here. I've seen a couple already this morning. They're looking for squirrels or anything they can mess with. They're not very good hunters. I've never really hunted with them. They think it's in their blood, but they're not very good at it. But they sure do have a good time out here, and that's all that matters. We're all having a good time. We're just doing the stuff we love to do. Playing in the dirt, on a nice December day. It doesn't get much better. Oh, they found something. So right here, I opened this up, and I'm gonna get skid steer and clean it up a little bit better, but now you can smoothly transition up into here with the truck and a trailer if you want to. And before it was a 4-wheel drive only entrance here, and I had a real steep transition, so I kind of tried to mellow that out a bit. I'll work on this, flatten all this out, and try to make it. And it takes us to our lower pad here where the ramps and everything are. And there's the upper pad up there. This is the lower pad. Look at that cloud formation, just epic, epic. It almost looks like smoke, but it's just clouds. Majestic. Majestic. Okay. So yeah, we got the tank moved over here. It was over here laying down. Got it standing up. Yeah, this big flat here, it's a big flat parking area. You can park all kinds of stuff down here. And this is where we started our little moto playground here. You can see, got the little moto ramp set up and the dirt jumps there. And just slowly over time, I'll keep adding little fun little things to do. And yeah. Alrighty, well, we got to play in the dirt. I'm gonna take you guys down and show you what we did. So right here, we widened this turnout a lot. Now we have a big wide turnout. We can swing around with the trailer. Make that turn, no problem. Much better. So that came out pretty good underneath. I got all that concrete. Kind of built a base underneath all that with the concrete. And then pushed that road out, widened it out, made a big, huge turnout right here. Plenty of room to swing wide with the truck and trailer. That'll work. So here I opened this up to the left and made a nice little transition so we can get up here, get down to our lower area here. Gonna clean this road up a little bit more, but that's a nice smooth transition into this little flat down here. We touched up this road here just a little bit. Just kind of cleaned up the bottom of it. It's looking pretty good. Still got a little work to do to kind of smooth it out right here, but not too bad. I think that about wraps it up for the day. We're gonna get out of here and get home and go see what everybody's up to at home.